You know, I was planning on going to this park behind me and hanging out. I thought it'd be a little isolated, but they got all kinds of sports teams out there and it's all filled up. It's too crazy, so I'm just kind of parked next to it. Alright, I got this jumping spider in my car. Yeah, I just made a run for it. And it made me think that I haven't had any spiders this whole summer on my side view mirrors, on that mirror and that mirror. When I was in Washington and Oregon, I always noticed one in the summertime, one or two. They would come and go, but not in Idaho. They definitely don't multiply in Idaho so much. So I guess those kids asking me if I was a clown were actually genuinely fearful questions. So yeah, I'm not going back. But I mean, that doesn't mean the next city isn't going to be any less fearful. It's like, I got a new name. Travis, get out of there, Hines. Seems like what it's turning into. As I keep moving along, I just keep finding new reasons to have to keep moving along. I wonder if people who walk their dogs are in the mind frame that if they walk for cancer, that it's doing a good for the industry. Pay money and walk for cancer. It's kind of like walking a dog, because walking a dog is thought to be good for the dog. So walking for cancer might be good for the cancer victim.
I'm old and I'm fat.
Here, Rosemary. She's a seal point. So she said that she got 4 years old, and then said she's probably temperate. And I got her this whole
That's good.
yeah.
Get some more.
Came here to harm anybody here. There wasn't harming anybody here.
But as far as being concerned,
Okay, everybody. On the potatoes. Everybody get
they got some fun. Right, right? It's like in I took a pioneer to have over great. Yeah, but holy. There's people before us, though. Oh, come on.
Okay, call me tomorrow night. Okay, Mom.
So I don't.
You're healthy, thank you.
So yeah, I sleep in my car, and I mean, I don't really work. I make a little bit for the YouTube videos, but and then also the food stand.
See that right there. Okay.
Okay, it's hard to portray the busyness of the street, but it's very busy at this time. 7 maybe. I got a bunch of groceries from the food bank. Well, no. I was about to say I could grab more, but no. I needed to keep my grabbing at a limited amount for the travel back to my car, which was 4 miles. And, well, I just couldn't take that sugar. I rejected all the stuff that had too much sugar added. I trust every driver out here, as long as I see them and I have plenty of time to make evasive action. With that, I have complete trust in these people's driving. Alright, this road is really busy. I had to roll up both the sides on the driver's side, roll up the windows, and I'm going to just try to sleep here overnight. It's next to an apartment, so I should be in good shape. I'm in between cars, so it should work out. It's just really busy. These active D lights have an expiration of 2015, like January 2015. I only grabbed this little box. They offered a whole case, which would be too much, because these are too delicious. Alright. And expired, addictive food is just not good to eat a lot of. I'm gonna eat 1 week supply in a day, in a sitting. So I'm glad I only took this one little box. I don't want anything so addictive in a large quantity. Yep, down to my last one. If it's addictive, it's missing something. My body's saying it needs a lot more. Something's missing. This is the last one. I'll never buy this stuff. Way too addictive. Alright, I slept here overnight and it got a little frosty, as you can see on the car ahead of me even. Alright, so I don't see any cars coming. They whip by pretty fast. I had to roll up the windows like I mentioned. I can't see very easily. Yeah, that girl looks cold. Man, she's pretty too. But I just need to give it more wind. All these drips are on the inside, so I just need to give it more wind. It's supposed to be a dry climate, but maybe not so much around here because there are those marshes between here and the mountain. So that's gonna give moisture to the air. I'm gonna try to go to the library, park there all day. I didn't see any signs when I bicycled around there yesterday that indicated certain spots had to be like timed. I guess I could be willing to move my car around every few hours. I mean, this is a city of 50,000 people, so yeah, the bigger the city, the more parking problems there's going to be. 50,000 is about a good size for parking problems around the library. And there is timed sections, and then there's areas that don't look so timed. So I'm gonna try those sections, and it's a little early. It's a little early for, yeah, people just whip by. A little early for the library to be open. I think I got an hour. I want to use the bathroom. I'm not too familiar with any other bathrooms besides the potential for the visitor center. I was thinking maybe I could just hang out at Walmart for the hour, but I don't really want to make any presence there until I have to. And I think tonight I'll just sleep there. But yeah, I bicycled from here. Whoops, I'm going way too slow. I bicycled from here to the library, and then further down a mile about to the food bank, and then yeah, came all the way back. It's no big deal. Just this area doesn't have a sidewalk, which it's a little difficult, but yeah, it can be done if you know where you're going. There wasn't a lot of turns or anything. I try to avoid turns as best I can. Try to avoid getting into too much of a maze. Try to look for more of the straightaway, and this offers that. This is just one big long drag street that goes from, yeah, like the Bishop's storehouse to the library. And they got most of their businesses here. I'm still going too slow. Gosh, you can really pick it up, but I'm just afraid there's 35. That's more of the speed I like to see. That just means I can expect more people to stop ahead of me. That's why I'm a little hesitant about going too fast. It's just people could stop, and it's hard. It's not exactly easy to see with these water droplets. This is going to be a big problem. This was a big problem in Washington pretty much year-round, but now in the winter time in the desert areas, it's becoming a problem. I have a sponge that I haven't used in over a year, in about 6 months maybe. So ever since Nampa, I remember the last time I had to really wipe down the moisture was in Nampa, yeah, Idaho. But yeah, I need to find that sponge again. I just saw it. I keep moving things around so much, and I don't think I'll ever be satisfied with the arrangement in my car. I'm just constantly throwing things around to find something else, and then it's just a mess, and I'm just constantly having to sort through the mess. I do have a couple of milk crates in here, but they're really not helping a lot. I mean, they make it so I can move a larger amount of small things together, move them out of the way to find other things, but that's about it. So I'll be stuck with this mess. I have to keep the mess. I mean, I don't want to get rid of anything unless, you know, maybe I might try to budget for a new sleeping bag, because the one I have is actually, it's ripped on the bottom. I use it mainly for my feet, but whoa, it's ripped on the bottom, and yeah, it's designed for 40 degrees. I could go for getting one that's a little thicker for the 0. I think I'd want to shoot for 0, but yeah, it's just something I have to think about still. I could go to Walmart anytime and just buy it, but I want to be hesitant, because what if something comes up where I'll need that money for something else more important? You know, it did get pretty cold last night, but I mean, I survived it, and I didn't even have all my blankets on. I just need to prepare better for the winter cold, for the winter sleeping now. I wasn't very prepared last night, and the cold actually woke me up. My nose felt cold, and oh my god, that's my turn. Yeah, oh geez, I just passed my turn. Public parking to the left, but I'm not too keen on that. I'll have to turn back around. Probably bet for the best to go this route anyway. Yeah, there's the park on the left, so public parking along with that park. This is more of a back road, which, you know, there's a big difference between traffic on the back road and on the main artery. Wow, there's no I don't see any signs that limit the parking time. No overnight parking here. Really? That's it? Without a permit? So what? I'll take this. It's only across the street from the library. So there's really no major limits except for the overnight parking in Logan. 50,000 people. They're going to have some restrictions. Lots of space. I don't mind walking too far. Big cities like this, I expect to have to walk a few miles. Alright, so I'm going to try to hump one of those hills tomorrow. The young guy showed me how to access like where a trail begins on this side to get up on top of one of those hills. I was originally interested in Tremonton, but that's a little far. I think I could bicycle to the trailhead and then get on that hill. I want to bring plenty of water. I want to rest up good, which I'll do that sitting at the library all day today. And then bicycle over from the library. And early too, I'll need to go early and get to that trailhead and start in, because I've told it's a 4 to 5 mile ride, 4 to 5 mile walk, and I'll probably want to leave my bicycle behind somewhere. But that's a long distance to try to get to the top. I'm gonna study it a little bit closer, but yeah, that's probably it. It's just probably pretty self-explanatory. It's just a matter of covering the distance. I don't want to do it today. I just want to get more familiar with the local area around the library pretty much, and then start in tomorrow. And yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out next to this library with this tall cell phone tower, maybe a police radio tower. There's several police cars parked in this spot. Police parking only sign. Again, this is the most exquisite visitor center I've ever seen. And then you got this thing with a burning torch on the top. That's an actual burning torch. I don't know why that is. Their lives for our freedom. Some kind of military tribute. Yeah, look at that. This is a visitor center, gift shop, and it's the most... Oh, it used to be a courthouse? Okay. It's the most exquisite visitor center I've ever seen in my life. Alright. They usually look pretty plain. This is kind of neat. They got a bookmobile. Oh, internet too? So you could like access Wi-Fi. This would be cool if it's like a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. They'd like park the mobile library in different parts of the neighborhood on scheduled times, and you'd have your internet access. That'd be kind of cool. Internet inside.